What's up, y'all? It's your main man, DJ Suave, back again for another episode of On the Stoop with Suave. I'm out here in Oakland, California. I should have worn my Bronco jersey. But I'm out here in Oakland. Today's special guest is none other than the Bay's own Miles Medina. We're going to talk about everything from DJing to religion to Goldie Awards and then some. Don't go nowhere. You don't want to miss this episode. On the Stoop with Suave, coming up now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Stoop with Suave. My name is DJ Suave, and today we have a special guest. Y'all make some noise for Miles Medina.
What's up? Thank you, everybody.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. Good morning. How are you?
Yo, first of all, I think we should let the people know we are doing this at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. So, DJs, we don't get up this early.
Yeah, I tried to, but...
Whew, man. Let's just jump right into it, man. How long you been DJing?
Yeah. I never know how to answer that question because, I started DJing with, just a mixer.
Okay.
Right? So, and then I had, a Discman. And then I had another Discman.
So wait, so you were that DJ when they say on the meme, we found somebody cheaper and they got the two Discmans in the...
I mean, that was my room, just trying to, find any way to mix music together. Because
Right.
I was, a 12-year-old kid.
Okay.
So that's why I don't know how to count the years. If I count from there, or do I count from when I got turntables? But for a long time, since I was 12.
Nice. All right. What got you into DJing, man? Tell us your story,
Okay.
man. How to start.
I'm from the Bay. So in the Bay, it's a really big thing. It's on the radio a lot, mixed shows daily, especially on the weekend. And as a kid, I would go to family parties or school events maybe and just see the DJ, and I was just super be focused on this guy. And then that with the radio, the DJs on the radio on the weekends. Because as a kid, I love music, but my life was pretty much listen to the radio and shit.
All right. So we got inspired listening to the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And then what made you decide, I'm going to do this?
It was just a natural calling. I think it's when kids want to play basketball, it's there's no thought behind it. It's just you just gravitate towards it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So how'd you get started?
Just trying to find gear as a kid is not easy. So I actually, my cousin's older than me just by a little bit. So I had him ask his parents for some turntables for Christmas, and it worked. So he got it. He got it. I was like, yo, we should start DJing. And so he got that, and we had another uncle who had a bunch of freestyle records. So we started on those. And it would just be we would hang out because I would always sleep at his house, and we would hang out, play with the turntables. And then he would always stop and play video games, but I would just keep on the turntables just because it was just the most fun thing ever. So
Nice.
Yeah, that's how it started.
All right. So at what age did you get your own setup?
I was probably 13, 14. It built over 2 years.
Okay.
It had to gradually build over Christmas and birthday money, and just buying little pieces of gear every now and then. I remember I got one turntable for Christmas. It was a belt drive, American DJ, and then the next year I got a needle so I could actually use it. So it took a while, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So your parents were behind you doing the thing then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm actually grateful that it took so long to build my setup because it actually probably made me really appreciate it a lot more.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you start DJing in the clubs and whatnot?
So I used to DJ. I used to work at a record store in high school.
Okay.
And part of our job was to just play the new records in the store on the turntables. Like they had the one DJ set up near the cash register. So I would do that, and then this dude came in. He's like, "Yo, you should come play at this club with me." I was like 18. I was like, "Yeah, I've never done it before." So I came with it. I like just tagged along. I watched it. I watched how it ran, and like the next week or so, I came through and played. And then he was like, "All right, you should come back next week." And then like literally from then, I haven't stopped. Like it was never something I even was interested in doing. And that's how it started. That was like 13 years ago. Yeah.
And they ain't stopped since.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy. Nice. Now you did some time on the radio as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. When I was like 19, I played with E-Rock at a club called Aura, which was like at the time like the most poppin' club out here because they had like AM. That's where AM would play. That was like his only spot out here. So during that scene, that's where everyone wants to play. So I played with E-Rock, who's on the radio. And he's like, "Yo, come do a guest spot." He had a show that showcased club culture and club DJing.
Okay.
So it would be like a 2-hour show. It would be him and then a guest. So he had like Vice, Stone Rock, Scene, all the big like Vegas-y guys at the time. And yeah, I did 1 month, and then like a few months later I did one, and then it just turned into a partnership.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. What's the biggest difference between DJing on the radio and DJing in the club, other than the clean versus dirty edit?
It's like 9 a day. I mean, radio, people are listening to you, so you just playing music for people to listen to, versus at the club, you gotta bring that energy to make people move. And at the club, they hear your music, but they're not necessarily listening to you. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
What keeps you DJing?
That's a good question. I feel like now, especially, it's kind of like, it's like a big. I feel like I've been put into this position and this world, and it's cool now because it's like no longer really about me. Like, I get a lot of kids DMing me and hitting me up, saying like they're super inspired, and I feel like that's kind of like my role right now, which is really cool. And also just responsibility wise, like I feel like I'm gonna start a family soon too. So I want to keep this going. But like, yeah, for right now, I feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So divine intervention keeps you here.
Mm-hmm.
I can dig it. All right. Now you do some edits.
Yeah.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get started doing that?
I got Ableton like when I was like 14, 15. And I always what really like caught my attention was like Diplo in like 2005, 2006. And that's the first time I was like hearing DJs make their own remixes and edits and music and playing it. And I was like, okay, this is really dope. Because my whole dream as a child was like to be a producer. Like I would like obsess over like the Neptunes and like Lil Jon. So when I saw the two combine, it was so dope. And like especially Diplo, like he was making dance music but like super sample heavy and super aggressively made. It was just like super chopped up drums and crazy horns. And so it started with that. I got Ableton, and then like I've always like my whole life wanted to produce. So that mixed with DJing equals edits. So yeah.
Now let me ask you this: you have a power edit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mix in and out of that edit? I'm just curious.
The clap one?
Yeah.
Oh, usually Big Sean dance because it goes like, I think, do a lot of people do that?
Well, I don't do it because I have a different edit for it. But my boy Denko, he was saying that that's what he does, and I was like, oh. Okay.
I think a lot of people do it, and I stopped resisting. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it.
Nice. What were you doing before that?
I don't remember.
Okay. All right, gotcha. Now, when you make an edit, do you make it in mind to say, okay, well, this is going to go good with this, or you just make the edit saying, yo, this is going to be dope?
So nowadays, usually, if I'm practicing in my room, and then like I feel a need for an edit, if I'm practicing, I'll make that edit. Or if I do a blend, that is a little tough to do live. I'll make an edit of that.
Now, that's interesting that you say tough to do live because you're very articulate. You're very talented. There's stuff you can't do live? Tell me more.
Maybe not can't do, but it sounds better.
Okay.
And
so
just,
cleaner.
Just easier on me.
See, and I say, and I do some edits too, and then my homeboys give me shit, and they're like, yo, man, you can just do that live. And I'm like, yeah, but if I do the edit, I'm guaranteed it's clean.
Yeah.
No mess ups, you know?
Yeah.
Versus trying to do it live.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's like ego shit. I mean, there's people who really want to do it live. That's cool too. But for me, like, that's just putting too much on you.
Nice.
I'm already doing hella shit when I'm DJing anyway.
Keep it simple. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's play a game.
Let's go.
All right. This game is called Rapid Fire Questions. I'm going to ask you these questions, and you give me the first answer that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Let's go. Wait. Are these like one word answer?
They could be, yeah.
Or it doesn't matter?
No matter.
Okay.
Your first celebrity crush.
Okay, there's this girl called Francine D. She's like an import model. So I don't know if that counts.
Say that again. What's her name?
Francine D.
All right, we're going to have to look her up.
So funny.
All right. Are you more like Zach Morris or AC Slater?
Probably Zach.
All right. There's people like, who's Zach and who's AC? Google that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could time warp yourself to any point in history, when would it be and who would you hang out with?
Probably like Jesus era. Check that out.
That's a long way to go back.
Yeah.
All right. Best boy band ever.
Like pop boy band?
Just in general.
This is not a boy band, but I like Earth, Wind, and Fire a lot.
Okay.
Those are dudes in the band. So.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
All right. Place you most want to travel but haven't been yet.
India.
Okay. One item you must have in your DJ bag.
My laptop.
True. All right.
Hey, it happens. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, it happened to me once, but luckily I remembered on the way to the gig. Okay. Favorite junk food?
Lately, I'm super fucking healthy, so I just eat hella fruits now.
Nice. All right, so before you got healthy.
Favorite junk food, like snack wise?
Or burgers?
I just like burgers, bro. Like, that's my shit still.
All right.
Like, I recently stopped eating meat, but I still eat In-N-Out. Like,
Okay.
I tried the grilled cheese last week. It's fire.
All right. Now I'm gonna have to try it. All right. Here's a one that make you think. Your mom has 4 children, north, east, south. What's the name of the 4th child? Need me to repeat it?
Is this a trick question?
Not really.
Is it not West?
Okay, so your mom has 4 children named north, south.
Oh, Miles.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right. How many stars are on the American flag?
51.
Final answer? It's only 50. Puerto Rico don't get a star.
Damn.
All right. Your favorite season?
Summer.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce. I just watched the Netflix last night.
You said that quick too.
But typically I would say Rihanna, but I just watched this Beyonce thing last night. Crazy.
All right. Invisibility or super strength?
Oh man, super strength.
All right. Place you haven't DJ'd yet that you want to?
Maybe like on some crazy mountain somewhere. I don't even know.
Okay. Yeah. Describe yourself in 3 words.
That's hard. Hopefully humble. Hopefully courageous, and just honest.
All right. Fill in the blank. Jennifer Lopez is
A very hard worker.
If you were elected president, what would be the first thing that you do?
That's tough. Something about racial equality, but I don't even know what presidents can do about that.
Right.
These days.
You know, I said if I were to ever become president, which won't happen because I'll never run, the first thing I'd do is sit down with the attorney general and say, hey, look, we're going to have a standardized crime and penalty. So if you commit murder and it's your first offense, you're getting 15 years for everybody. If you're second offense, you're getting 25 to life. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, whatever.
Wow.
Everybody's getting the exact same punishment. So it's no longer up to judges to decide what the penalty is. Everybody's getting the same thing. You know, these guys are raping these girls and getting probation.
Yeah.
And the black kid doesn't. He gets 10 years. It's not cool, you know? So sorry, my soapbox moment. Okay.
That's crazy. That's a really good one.
This is actually pretty cool. Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
No. Fuck no.
All right, y'all. There it is. Rapid fire. Okay. I'm going to skip that. We're going to come back to that. So one of the things that I just love asking DJs, because everybody's seeing different things, different places. What's the craziest thing you've seen in the DJ booth?
I've seen my homie like making out with a girl on the floor, like in the DJ booth before.
Just all in, eh?
On the floor, yeah.
Yikes.
I played a strip club 2 weeks ago. I got a lap dance in the booth.
Oh, nice.
That was tight.
I used to have a residency at a strip club. It was interesting.
This was my first time, bro. It was so fun. Like I had the best time ever.
Dude, I have to tell you this. So my first gig ever was New Year's Eve at the strip club. Okay. My homeboy had tickets to Decadence. And so 2014 going into 2015, he's like, hey man, can you DJ for me? I'm like, it's at a strip club. What's it paying? It's like, oh, word? All right, bet. So I go and they have downstairs and upstairs. And I'm at the end of this catwalk. So I have complete view of everything that's going on. And then my homeboy Big Phil goes with me. And girls, you know, they're coming over, hey, how you doing? It's themselves, hey, how you doing? Whatever, you know. So they get to dancing. I'm in my own world. My first live gig. I'm focused. And I happen to look up. And this chick was butt naked, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at Phil and was like, yo, she's butt naked. Like, what's going on? Because I thought it was just a topless spot.
Yeah.
Well, it was topless downstairs because they serve alcohol. But it was full nude upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Man, after about, 4 months of that, you just become immune to it. But
Yeah.
some things I've seen, boy.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Sorry.
Mine was also full nude, and I was the same. I was like right at the end of the stage. But that shit was fun.
All right. So what's the craziest thing that you've seen in the crowd from the booth?
Man, probably just a crazy fight that just turned into the whole club fighting, and then like we had to shut the club down. This was a long time ago.
Dang.
I was probably 19, 20 years old. It was crazy, actually. The guy who started was actually a rapper. I can't even say his name.
Oh, gotcha.
Bay Area rapper.
Okay.
But yeah, that was crazy.
Let me ask you this. I mean, since we're talking about fighting in a club, do you feel that DJs have a certain responsibility to a venue to try to keep things from getting too escalated? And here's a perfect example. I went to a spot one time and I watched, I was just kicking on my homeboy in the booth. And there was a girl in front of him throwing gang signs. And I was like, yo, check this out. His next song, On God.
What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta?
As soon as he did that, I pounded him up. I'm out.
Did he see that happen?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I pointed it out to him, and he played the track. And I was like, the next week, shooting in the parking lot. So do you feel like we have, an obligation to these venues to try to keep things civilized, or is that not necessarily our job? Our job is to play music. And
I think you have to be tasteful about it. Like, what your boy did. I don't know if that was the right move.
You're right.
I'm not going to say he's the one who caused the life.
True.
It could have that night easily.
Yeah.
So, and we all get there like, oh, this is about to be funny or this is gonna be tight. But I mean, it also depends where you're at. You could play the most hood shit in like a super clean spot and nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
Or vice versa. So,
see, and what I try to do is, I'll do last call, and then after last call, I kind of slow everything down. Like my last song of the night, every night, I don't give a shit what the venue is. R. Kelly's Bump and Grind.
My mind's telling me no.
Even these days?
Even these days.
Oh my God.
Like that first week or two, it was a little sketchy. You know, I got a couple boos and some ladies weren't happy. But yeah, now it's kind of passed over, you know. So
Yeah. I deleted all his music.
oh,
And I love R. Kelly.
yeah. See, I think my soapbox moment. The artist has nothing to do with the person. So when like Kanye's going on his ridiculous rants, that's Kanye. The person, his music is dope. You know, whatever they want to say about Michael Jackson, that ain't got nothing to do with the music. Same thing with R. Kelly, you know.
That's cool.
So I can separate those.
That's good. I actually play R. Kelly after, like, I don't watch the show. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, me neither.
So I played it. I played like just like a little break because I have a routine with one of his songs. And the second I played it, my boy was like, "Fuck R. Kelly." He got on the mic and said, "Fuck R. Kelly." So like, I was like, "All right, maybe I shouldn't be playing this anymore." And then yeah, I watched the Gayle King thing. That's it.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help around.
Robert.
Dos delincuentes. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man.
Y'all killing me with this. Okay, so those are the craziest things we've seen in the booth and from the booth. All right, let's play another game.
Yep.
If I weren't a DJ, I'd be
I think a sushi chef.
really.
Yeah. Every time I go, because I like to sit at the counter,
Mhm.
it just looks very peaceful. Even though I'm sure it's very hectic, but yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
It's very similar to like making. If you make beats or you make music or you DJ, you're like finding things you like, you're chopping them up, and you're putting them together. That's exactly what sushi chefs do.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There you have it, Miles Medina, the sushi chef. Now, is Miles your real name?
Yeah,
Do you go by just Miles Medina or DJ Miles Medina?
just Miles Medina, which is my name. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am going to grab my laptop and we are going to deconstruct your Goldie Awards.
Okay.
But I have a couple questions about the Goldie Awards. 2017,
17.
you won. 2018, you chose not to defend your title.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I didn't want to do it because it was like the hardest thing ever I've done in my life. It was super, super stressful, but it was amazing. Not to say it wasn't, but B, the next year it wasn't in my heart.
Yeah.
And B, pretty much my boy was like, yeah, you have nothing new to gain by winning again, but you have everything to lose. So I'm like,
It's true. Yeah.
yeah, now I'm cool. And I went to go watch it, and it was just way more fun watching it
Yeah.
than going. Yeah.
Okay. So no other competitions similar to that in your near future.
As of now, no. But I don't know. I think I have till June for the other competition.
Right. I mean, we passing the torch from Bay Area to Bay Area DJ, you know?
I know. When Jay took it, they FaceTimed me the next day, like, hey, are you doing next year? And I was like, I don't think so. It's just not in my heart right now. And like for me, things have to be in my heart. And I just came from Philly, and it was a Red Bull event. So they were asking me. But as of right now, no. But I might do the Goldie's beat battle though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see.
All right. So we're watching the 2007 Miles Medina Goldie Awards. Now, this is the first round, correct?
Yeah, I think I was the second guy up, or third maybe. Okay. Second or third. I've actually never watched this.
Really?
don't. Yeah.
Interesting.
3, 2, 1.
Now, do you remember who the judges were?
Of course. That's actually a big reason why I entered.
DJ try to stop me. It's gonna be some DJ K Swizz.
So, okay. Right here. This how the stage is set up. Like all the DJs are nowhere to be found. They're in the back. So it's so awkward to try to like stare these guys down because they're nowhere to be found. So you just gotta kind of look to the side.
Gotcha. But we're gonna diss them regardless.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Zombies. Rocket Jackson.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Now, did you really not know who they were?
So I added that like a day or two before. I was in Reno in my room, and I was so hyped when I added that part. I was like super excited about it.
Nice.
So at this moment, I'm insanely nervous trying to hit these little buttons over here. That's why. That's why. Yeah.
I heard that Goldie for the taking. I heard that Goldie for the taking. I heard that Goldie for the taking. Here we go. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
How long did it take you to put this all together?
They only gave us 3 weeks.
Wow.
This year too. I think they do it on purpose.
Here we go. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Which is good because like if I had more time, I just would have just overthought the shit out of it, you know. So this set is like the best I had at the moment, which to me I wish I had more, but that's just how my brain works, which is not always the best thing.
I'ma make it look sexy. I'ma make it look sexy. I'ma make it look sexy.
We're gonna do a song.
Do you still perform this routine?
The Simpsons?
No, the whole routine.
Oh no. I do my Bruno Mars a lot though.
How big was the audience on this?
Huge. That's a big ass room. It's an amazing warehouse vibe venue, super industrial. It's a dope venue.
We're gonna try something else. What about this shit right here?
I got it. Got it.
Now, did you guys bring your own gear? Because I saw they were swapping out gear for people.
Nah.
Okay. Just
People
had
have different
mixes.
Yeah, Yuto uses Tractor. Some people prefer the Pioneer turntables.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And this was like the year one, so like they were still trying to figure out the tech setup. So it'd be like we didn't have any time to practice because like there was no turntables. Because it was a beat battle first. So we're like, fuck, let's just go.
Yeah, because we watched it this year, and there was a lot of audio dropouts.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. The flow this year was great though, because they had 3 setups on wheels, so they would just like rotate it. So,
What are you thinking right now that it's over?
I'm probably shaking, and I'm just glad it's over, to be honest, because that shit was like, that's honestly like after that thing, I wasn't even happy. I was happy I won, but I was just happy it was over because I was like, it was just so much.
We're gonna flip a coin to see who goes
All
first.
right. So he flipped a coin. He decided to go first. Was that his mistake? Going first? Hold on. Because you know what? I still haven't seen his. I always fast forward through him.
Oh, bro, he's fire, dude. Utah's so fire.
Yeah, I saw it this year.
Oh my god.
Miles Medina.
All right, here we go.
Bay Area. Let's fucking go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's from McCloud.
Let's describe a certain DJ. Let's describe a certain DJ. Let's describe a certain.
Now, was this all pre-planned?
DJ Yuto.
A bitch is a bitch.
DJ Yuto.
Is a bitch.
DJ Yuto.
Is a bitch.
DJ Yuto.
Is a bitch. Nigga, don't act like a bitch. What's my favorite word?
So I had another part right here that I fucked up on, cause I didn't know who I was gonna face.
Right.
So I had to set the key point for Yuto. And they told us the finals like a minute before this shit went on. They're like, "Yo, it's you two. Go set up." And I had to add the cue point for Yuto, but I had another cue point for Yuto for the blow the whistle. That was like, I forgot how it went, but I called him a bitch again. But I had to skip that part. I remember fucking this up.
Listen to me now.
That bass line is so hard. What are the two tracks there? Is that a Missy Elliott track that you're playing on the bass line, or?
No, I just put I made a track for it. It's like I just put an 808 with a kick and a clap. Super simple clap, and it was like inspired by Nitty Beats. You know the guy who made Young Jockets Going Down?
Mm-hmm.
He has this song with this rapper called Day Day.
Okay.
And it was like the most, because you know when you make beats you try to make the most complicated shit, but it was just like an 808 and a clap, and I thought it was so dope. So nice. I took that and used it.
All right, so here's the second, because it was two 2-minute sets. So it's a 1 5-minute set, and then this was two 2 minutes, correct?
Yeah.
All right, just want to make sure we don't forget one.
Man's not hot.
This shit is
Man
like.
should never be hot.
This is like the Olympics and shit.
I don't even know.
They brought the Olympics to Brooklyn.
I remember at this moment I was very excited because
New York.
my final routine, the Young Ma thing, is something I was excited
Miles
to do.
Medina.
I like made that whole thing.
Nice.
Miles,
This
you
is
ready?
it.
Is Miles fan section over here ready?
You had a whole fan section?
Yeah.
Goldie Awards, are y'all ready?
And they're all wearing like bright orange
Goldie
shirts,
Awards, are y'all ready?
Nice.
This is the come on,
and they're
let's go.
fucking loud.
All right.
This is what I love about my haters. I know they don't want me to succeed. I know that they're always in the backdrop waiting for me to make a mistake.
I don't remember using that part, to be honest.
They're waiting. And so
Who's that talking?
I'm going to keep them waiting.
Eric Thomas.
Yeah, they hate, but they broke though. And when it's time to pop, they have no shit. Yeah, I'm pretty, but I'm loco. The loud got me moving slow-mo. Hey, yo, Tweety, where the hoes, bro? Hey, yo, Keys, where the hoes, though? That other nigga, he a bozo. That other nigga, he a bozo. These haters on my body, shake 'em more. Ooh.
All right, so tell us what you got going on here.
What you thought?
Doing some finger drumming and whatnot?
So I made this whole track with samples.
Sorry for I'm killing them. Sorry for I'm killing them. I'm killing them. I can never lose. 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 What you thought?
Yeah.
So that was all original beat. We just used Young M.A.'s.
Yeah, I used Young M.A.'s thing. I made like that whole build up in the beginning. That was like her voice building it.
Right.
And I just put like spaced out samples on my Serato, which is like there's probably like a kick in the snare and that fucking boom,
Right.
like probably Young and May over here or something like that. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So you win the Goldies. What happens next for you? Like, does the career just skyrocket?
Not like you think it would.
Okay.
But yes and no, because my life did change after that. But it changes. Well, first of all, before that, I changed my whole mind about life, which is why I entered that thing. If I was like 5 years younger, I probably wouldn't have done it, just because like I was at this point in my life where I was just tired of shit. So I was like, if I don't do this, if I don't challenge myself with this, I'm just gonna hate myself forever. So I was already on that mindset of like trying to do shit, which prior to that I wasn't. I was just chilling, really, just DJing on the weekend, chilling, getting by. So anyways, yeah, after I won, there's a little bit more opportunity. More people have seen me because it's a pretty big platform.
Right.
But it wasn't like getting emails and calls like left and right. But it did get me into like the right room or two, and then that would lead into other rooms, and it would shift me personally too as a creative person, and just the people I was networking with and just vibing with.
Okay. So you're probably the second or third DJ that I've interviewed that has come to a what's the word I want to use? I don't want to say I'm bored point, but I've done everything I've done kind of moment. And you said you had that as well. Like, okay, I've done everything. I'm kind of bored now.
It wasn't really that. The thing is, before that, I wasn't like being true to myself, because like I said, I kind of got like sucked into this when I was like 18 years old.
Right.
So I didn't really know any better, and I was just a kid like having fun. But it kind of brought me down this road that wasn't completely me. So when I started to realize that, I had to figure out how to change it, because I was like, dude, I know this is not my life right now. I just kind of ended up here. And I was like, I feel like when I see guys I really look up to, I'm like, I feel like I could really do that shit if I really put the work in and make some changes.
So, I mean, let's kind of talk about who you are in your life. You don't, and I had said this earlier, you don't necessarily strike me as the party, let's take shots and get turned up and, all that extracurricular DJ activities that, we're stereotypically known for. You seem to be a very mild-mannered, laid-back, clear-headed kind of guy, which is almost an oxymoron in the booth.
I take a lot of shots, bro.
Oh, okay. All right, just making sure. Just making sure.
But yeah, like I'm really grateful that I got sucked into this whole life, because if I hadn't been, like, I'm already quiet now. Imagine how quiet I would be without it.
Right.
It would be, this really brought out a lot in me. And then just the people I've met, like, are just complete opposites of me, which is really great for me, because, like, it adds that balance. Like, my girl is, like, complete opposite of me. Like, she's super loud and talkative and shit. So,
right.
But anyways,
but sometimes that yin and yang.
Yeah, that's what I'm all about. So
yeah.
I'm really grateful. But yeah, like, it's common. I heard Steve Aoki's super chill. Maybe not as chill as me, but
right.
I heard he's super chill.
Yes. Now, as we were setting all this up, we were emailing each other back and forth, and you have a scripture in your signature. Mm-hmm. Do you recall what it is?
Yeah.
Tell us what it is, and then tell us how that became your email signature.
Yeah. Everything is possible for him who believes, which is Mark 9:23.
Okay.
And I'm like a big Bible guy. Like, I think it's dope. There's like a lot of, it's dope. Like, there's a lot of shit. But yeah, I just put that there just because I do feel that way. Like, in two ways, I think that can go either way, because I'm sure they mean it. Everything's possible if you believe in God like that.
Right.
Or in this case, like Christ. But also it could just be everything's possible if you just believe in it or believe in yourself. So it can go either way. And I do really, really believe that.
Nice. And I see you've got your, what would Jesus do bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
So you are, you're in tune with your spirituality and, your religion and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm super, super spiritual, like in all ways, like not just through like Christianity, but just I'm a big.
Now,
yeah.
Would a lot of people who don't know you know that?
And not yet.
Well, I'll say they don't know now, but
yeah.
So now, are you the kind of guy that, hey, this is my faith, or are you one of those, oh shit, here comes Miles with his Bible again?
No. I'm very conscious of that because, like, I'll put stuff up on like my story, and even some of my captions will have it included. And I believe my IG.
It says God first.
Says God first.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty conscious of not shoving it down people like that. But I'll definitely carry it on me, like
nice
vibe-wise. But yeah, just in general, just super spiritual being.
Okay, so let's kind of shift gears. But as your life is changing, you realize, okay, this isn't the path that I want to go down. What is the path that you want to go down?
Yeah, just more like honesty, like especially as a creative, like just more creating music and projects. Like there's so much I want to create, and that's why it's taken a while. But like, A, music, B, something visual to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually want to throw events that are curated by me that like kind of all gel into one thing. Just because right now in the Bay, like we definitely need it culturally wise. Like There's not a whole lot going on the regular. We have like cool shit happening every now and then, especially in the summer. Well, throughout the year, we have a few people doing really cool stuff, but we have the people who really need it. Like, there's a lot of people who love music here, but on the regular, if you go out, you're gonna get. It's a lot of bottle service and like a lot of, I would like to hear some cool shit, and so would a lot of people.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the Bay. I was here 2 years ago to the date. As a matter of fact, my Facebook stories gave me the notification, and I opened up for Shabazz. I thought I did a great job, and then he came on and murdered it.
Amazing.
And I've never done this before in my life. I swear, I'm standing behind him. I got my Shazam, like, I've never heard this song. I've never heard this song either. And I was
Were
like,
they bass songs? Or
yeah,
okay.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
And so I'm standing there with Big Phil. I'm like, bro, mind blown.
Yeah.
And the crowd
Where were you, by the way?
The End Up.
Okay. On a Sunday?
On a Sunday, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sunday, yeah.
Was it Sundays? Is it a day party?
Sundays, yeah. It was a day party.
Okay.
So, I mean, and I am literally blown away. And I'm just, after I got past the whole, Shazam moment, I'm just watching the crowd. And I'm just taken by the crowd. And I'm telling Big Phil, I'm like, dude, in Denver, they not live like this.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking to Weapon and whatnot. And he was like, the Bay, we kind of have our own scene, like our own artists, our own everything. And I was like, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Like, I'm playing Chris Brown and, whatever. I thought I was doing big things by ending my set with a Mac Dre track. And I'm like, no, hell no. I mean, like, I've never seen the energy in a room shift like, because I'd like to think at the time I was a pretty damn good warm-up DJ, I'm like, I pride myself in that. So I was like, I'm gonna get the party going. No, I didn't do shit. I mean, that's how I felt.
You gotta understand what you walked into, first of all, because when people out of town are here and they're like, where can we go? I will always say Sundays, just because like that really captures Bay Area culture in one setting, and that's completely it. And my boy Ann does that every Sunday in the summer, and it's amazing. But also, you walked into like the best DJ ever to do that shit. Like, I love Shabazz so much. He's so dope. And song selection, energy wise, his mic control is crazy. So I'm glad you got to see that because it's really special.
Yeah, like I've never doubted my DJ skills. But then again, I'm down. I'm my own worst critic. You know, I criticize everything that I do. But then Weapon was like, bro, it's the Bay, man. It's not Denver. And I was like, yes, that's for sure. But going here and seeing that energy, and then seeing, you know, I went to Scottsdale and DJed out there, and you know some other places, and then you go back home to Denver. And no disrespect to Denver, you know, it's a lovely city, but the vibe is totally different. And I have yet to see anything like what I saw here. Like it was off the hook.
Yeah, I mean, but what you saw there. That's not the normal, like if you go out this weekend, you're not going to see that.
Oh, okay.
Unless you go to Sundays.
True.
So that's kind of my thing too. Like, you know, I do the same thing if I travel. Some places are super popping, some are not. But some are really like I played in Philly this weekend and they're just so ready. The party I did specifically, they're just super ready for like music. Like we went all over the place. Like we played everything.
Yeah, and I saw on your story that you had played an East Coast track. That you're like, I can't play this in the Bay.
Yeah, Dead Presidents.
Yeah. The country. I mean, does that traveling to different places, does that give you that freedom to say, okay, I'm going to give them, or let me ask you this: do you try to say, I'm going to give you guys the Bay flavor, or I'm going to give you guys your city flavor?
Both.
Yeah,
definitely both. And it's a learning process, like. Because every city is so different, especially East versus West Coast. Yeah. It's so different. You know, Bay energy, as you saw, is different than everything else. And it's probably more similar to like Atlanta, but faster. That's why like Crunk and Hyphy were considered cousins at the time.
Okay.
And like Lil Jon made Blow the Whistle.
Right.
And he made like Tell Me When to Go. But yeah, East Coast. The first time I played in New York, I had a really tough time, just because the vibe is completely different.
Yeah,
you know. And I went after DJ Wonder, who was like the best ever at that. So that was. But yeah, it's always a learning experience. Like I already know, like going into these new spots, I'm not gonna completely destroy it, but I will leave a better DJ and like learning a lot.
So how does one prepare? Coming from the Bay to say Philly, like what do you do to prepare yourself? I mean, do you get on the local radio station? Because that's what I did. I went on a local radio station, saw what was hot, you know, top 10, top whatever. I was like, all right, cool. I probably shouldn't play those, thinking that Shabazz was going to play them, which he didn't. But he played some other shit that was just wow.
Yeah.
What's your process of, you know, learning those cities when you travel?
I try not to think too much about it. I still try to come and do me.
Right.
But obviously, if you're going to do Philly, have the Meek Mills ready and the Uzi Verts and whoever else is from Philly. Like I had like a Summertime, like the Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff. Like I had like a house remix of it. So I was like, okay, this is some Philly stuff. But like also like just knowing the party that you're going into, because every party is different. And like this one is more like you can play shit and everyone's ready. So like I was looking at who's played it beforehand, and then like you pretty much look who's played it, and you're like, okay, it's actually super diverse. So you know there's not one type of vibe for this party.
Gotcha.
Or you can go look up another party and see, oh, it's not diverse at all. Everyone is on this same vibe. So then that's that's what they want.
Nice.
All right. But yeah. In addition to like finding out what they want, you should definitely be yourself, for sure.
So, what happens when? And I just use this Philly gig for example. Okay, the guy books you, and they're expecting San Francisco Miles Medina, but they get, or Bay Area Miles Medina, sorry, but they get Philly Miles Medina. Is there a certain level of maybe disappointment?
No, I wasn't playing Philly Miles Medina. And like even when I play at home now, I'm just playing all the shit. Like,
no, and what I'm saying is, okay, so when they're booking you, they're expecting Goldie winner Miles Medina, but like you said, when you go to these other cities, it's a little different. You know, do you think that people say, oh, it was still a dope set, but not quite what I was expecting, or do you feel like, oh yeah, he killed it, even though he's from the Bay? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, I definitely come and just do me, and we have a good time. Like there's definitely no. I think my style right now is just so diverse. It's not even expected like what you're gonna hear. So
Now, would you consider yourself a specific genre DJ or a more open format?
no, I play everything.
Everything. Nice. All right, let's play another game. Now, I used to call this your DJ's favorite DJ, but I decided to change the name to make it sound cooler. So, game is who is on your DJ Mount Rushmore? Now, these are your personal favorite, not necessarily the best on the planet. And you could actually put yourself in there if you wanted to. But who are you? Who's your DJ Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, my favorite's always Kid Capri. He's my favorite DJ. He's so fire. And then next is J Rock from the Beat Junkies, who's insane. And then it's always hard to answer this question. There's this house DJ, Jackmaster. Crazy.
I've actually heard the name.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's a classic. Like if you look up like the Armand Van Heldens and the Cashmeres and the Green Velvets, he's definitely in that, like up there with them.
Nice.
But he has some boiler rooms. He's insane, bro. Like energy, just what he does with EQs. Anyways, who else? I'll put A-Track on there, just because he's so he's really diverse. Like he play a dope house set, he can play a dope hip hop set, he can do a turntables set, and he has his very defined style. Like it's him playing, and he's besides DJing, it's like very well rounded. Like he's dope at like putting events on. He's dope at like handling his business well. Like it's just very collectively a good person to look up to.
Nice. All right, there you have it. The Mount Rushmore.
Yo, these games are really dope.
Yeah. Do you represent yourself or do you have an agent?
It's me, and I have my best friend manages me, my homegirl.
Okay.
Who I had an agency. I left right before Goldie's, and when I won Goldie's, I was like, I think I need someone to help me out. And she was in New York with me, and we were just like, I think it's you. And ever since, it's been amazing. It's super easy. I mean, it's just like it's like family. So I'm very like try to do this all family based. So that's at the moment it's doing well.
Nice. Now, was it doing not so well when you had a representative?
Yeah. It was just it wasn't personal enough. It was very like I was a number. And, it was just and like I'm not gonna say this for every situation. It's just it wasn't the right fit for me. It was when I started with them, and then obviously I was changing as a person and they were changing as an agency. So like you just gotta accept that.
Nice, makes sense. We're DJing. Are you self-taught?
Yeah, a lot of videos. So like DMC tapes. Those are good.
Back when you were learning, who were some of the people that you were watching to kind of get your skill on?
So it wasn't so much the people back then because there's no internet. So it was basically what you can get your hands on. So I had a DMC 99 World's Finals, which is Craze won that one.
Mm-hmm.
So all the guys in that video, it was like 12 DJs from 12 countries. I would just literally watch that every day. Like come home from school, maybe do my homework, maybe watch the video.
Well, we were for sure gonna watch the video.
Yeah.
Nice. So I travel a lot, and you've been doing a lot of traveling yourself. What's a travel tip you would give to a DJ that is just starting to travel, that maybe you did and wished, oh man, I wish I'd have known this when I first started traveling. I wouldn't have made these mistakes or what have you.
I don't know how crucial this is, but it's been like big for me is like packing the night before. Because I used to just pack in the morning and just be rushing, trying to make the flight, just super stressed out. But like if you pack the night, even like after the club, you go home, it's like 4 a.m., you're tired, you're drunk. just try to pack all your shit, like the shit that you can put in a bag already.
Right.
And then it'll save you like 20 minutes. Like I used to think packing takes like 5 minutes. It really takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I try to pack 2 days in advance.
Oh, wow.
And the reason I do that is I do all my travel stuff. So let's say today's Tuesday. So I packed all my stuff Sunday. So that way Monday I'm at work all day, doing everything. So when I get off work, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just, handling the rest of my day. So when I wake up, which by the way, I have the worst insomnia on the days that I travel. I just can't go to sleep. I'm scared I'm gonna miss the alarm. Then boom, I'm ready to roll.
Yeah.
When you travel to places, are you in and out or do you stay and hang out?
Usually in and out.
Why don't you stay and hang out?
I have work to do at home. Usually I have work to do. And B, if you stay and hang out, you got to pay for another hotel room. But there are times where like I wish I stayed. Like Philly is one example.
Yeah.
If I go to New York, I love staying in New York. LA, I like to stay there. But yeah, usually, bro, I'll just fly in, I'll DJ, and like sometimes I like to go straight to the airport after I DJ. Because I'd rather go to the airport while I'm still up than try to sleep for an hour or two and try to wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The people that don't know you, what's something about you that you would want them to know?
Probably that like DJing is like a small part of me. Yeah, actually, it's not. It's actually a very big part of me, but it's not. It's more of what I do than who I am, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you do yoga?
Yeah.
Do you meditate?
Yeah.
I just happen to look at your post.
Yeah, I decided to really dedicate to yoga like last week because I'm about to cancel like my gym membership just to save money, but like I like to simplify shit and like minimize. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna pick one thing. I'm just gonna do yoga. So we'll see how that goes.
Nice. Yeah. What got you into that?
It's just like A, it's like full body, it's your whole body, and like B, it's actually very spiritual, and you just get really in tune with your body and shit. It's really dope, and like it's a lot of mental too. So it's like it's all three, mind, body, spirit.
Nice.
And it's like it's just you. Yeah.
I've been trying to get into it. I started reading Russell Simmons' Mind. Oh, shit. Obviously, I haven't finished the book because I can't think of the title right now. But he's talking about meditation and doing yoga and stuff like that. Yeah. And at least you have a good reason for doing yoga. I got another friend that does yoga. He's going for the chicks.
Yeah.
Like, bro, really?
Where does he live?
Denver.
Okay. Yeah. The yoga studios here are all like moms, like, or even grandmas and stuff. So it's not.
So you're definitely not going for the chicks.
Here.
All right. Let's play another game. We're going to call this one Two Truths and a Lie. Give me 2 truths and a lie, and I try to guess which one is the lie.
All right.
Let's do it.
My first encounter with a dog was getting bit in the leg.
Damn.
I graduated high school when I was 18.
Okay.
And I might quit DJing soon.
All right. I got bitten in the ass by a dog. So based on how you said it, I'm sure your first encounter was getting bit. So I'm gonna say that one is true. What was the second one?
I graduated high school when I was 18.
Did you do with the homework thing? Hold on, we might have to come back to that one. And then you're thinking about quitting soon. I don't think you're quitting soon. So I'm gonna say that you didn't graduate at 18.
Wait, no, my thing was I might quit DJing soon.
Might quit DJing soon.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're going to quit DJing soon. So I think that's not. Oh, wait. Damn, I fucked the whole game up. Well, shit, tell us which one's the lie.
The 18 high school thing. 18. Yeah.
How old are you?
I didn't graduate.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Something we didn't know about you.
Yeah. I already knew as a child, there's nothing this is going to bring me.
There's a meme. I don't know if you've seen it. A little boy, and there's a teacher, And he's like, bitch, I already told you I'm going to be a DJ.
Yeah. I have that meme, yeah.
All right. Do you have any regrets about not graduating?
No, not really, to be honest. I'm probably going to go back to school, actually. Like, I want to go the next semester, but mainly just all music classes, like engineering and composition and shit. But
nice.
Yeah. I was never, ever a school guy. Like, it's hard for me to get, like, to pay attention, so.
Yeah. And then if it's not something that you're into, like, I can do 100 hobbies, but if my heart's not in it, like, I love doing this, but to sit down and try to learn how to do Final Cut Pro, I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I'll pay somebody to do that because this is, my passion. I'm passionate about this.
Yeah. You got to be into it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, like, find more hobbies because, like, I watched this creativity documentary on Netflix, and it's like your brain on creativity. Like, it's like this brain doctor or scientist or whatever. And say, like, your thing is music, right? So you're trying to spend all your time trying to be a better musician or whatever. But, like, the more creative, the more shit you do, like, say you get into, like, this or, like, painting or cooking or, like, running marathons or, like, whatever it is, like, collecting fucking bobbleheads, that, like, really broadens your creativity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just, like, in general. So then you'll come back to your music and, like, your brain's just going to be, like, flowing super hard, like, more differently than if you hadn't been doing other shit. So it's actually really good to have a bunch of hobbies, which I'm trying to get back into because, like, my life has just been, like, music this past couple of years.
Yeah.
Which is probably too focused, to be honest. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And, yeah, that was probably a trick question because I don't think I'm going to quit anytime soon, but I've definitely thought about it.
What are you going to do when DJing is done?
For sure, producing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I'm going to, because if I'm producing, I'm probably still going to, for live situations, still be using turntables. So.
Nice.
But yeah, to all the listeners, I'm still really into it.
Here's a trick question. Throwing a curveball at you. I'm putting you on the spot. How would you rank the Bay Area only, Bay Area's top DJs, top 5?
Okay. Is this right now or all time?
All time.
Oh, that's hard, bro.
All right, then let's do it right now. Make it easy.
Okay. You know what? Let's do all time.
Okay.
And I was born in 88. So everyone before that, there's amazing grades. My bad. Okay. Shortcut. Qbert. Jay Spinoza. Me and Jay's favorite DJ, his name is Jazzy Jim. He's like the guy out here. He still is, but he's like who we look up to.
Nice.
And Cameron Paul. Do you know who Cameron Paul is?
I don't know that name.
Yeah, he's OG, like freestyle era. He was the guy out here.
So if you had to rate yourself, where would you put yourself on the list? So let's say the numbers kept going.
Yeah, hopefully top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's so many. That's why I said it's hard, because if you consider all time, we have such a rich history of like dope DJs, especially like all of them are like Mixmaster Mike and Qbert. They're all from here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's where it gets. You have to put them in like your top 4 and shit. So that's why I was like, okay, this is actually pretty hard.
Okay. You're a very humble guy. I know some DJs that would have put themselves like third.
Really?
If somebody comes to a Miles Medina show, what can they expect?
A lot of balance. So like you're gonna hear shit that you like, but you're gonna hear shit you didn't know you liked yet, and then you're probably gonna be confused sometimes.
I like I said that you didn't know you liked it yet.
Yeah,
it's gonna be your favorite song next month.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What advice would you give to young DJs starting out?
Mm-hmm. Just listen to a lot of music, like not just what's hot. Try to listen to everything, every genre. Listen to great DJs and like learn from them. Don't copy them, but just learn from them. Like listen to like Jazzy Jeff. And once you build, A, you gotta have patience for building your craft. But B, once you build your craft, make sure you're completely being yourself. Like completely. Like if you really like playing fucking like deep house or like country or whatever the hell you like, that has to be you. Like just because like this is hot right now doesn't mean you have to do this. Like I'll give you a really good example. Like Shabazz is a great example because he's so dope. So when he came up perfect timing because like this is when like trap was becoming the shit. This is like EDM was on its way out. I'm talking about like mainstream, like club wise. So like in the open format clubs, it was becoming less and less EDM, more just straight hip hop at this time. So Shabazz was at the time the guy. So I was trying to keep up with him, playing like crazy ass trap shit, trying to get on the mic a little bit, but that's when I realized like this is not me, and now I'm trying to keep up with something that isn't truly me. And this is when I decided to do the Goldies. So yeah.
So now, do you think by trying to keep up with Shabazz and that not being your thing, do you think that it hurt or helped you?
Oh, that's a great one. I didn't realize till right now it helped me. Yeah. But yeah, it's easy to be like, okay, this is working, so I'm gonna go on this route. You know, even for like DJs who produce, you know, there's so many DJs now who pick up Ableton because they think they have to, or they'll put out remixes because they think they have to, but the remixes are not that great. You don't have to. Like, just do what is you. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's some good advice.
Yeah.
Do you ever play on CDJs?
Yeah, I love CDJs.
Okay.
Actually, so we were talking about edits earlier. So a big reason about the edit thing also is because there was a time where like I really just wanted to play on CDJs, like with no laptop. And I was like, okay, I still want to do crazy shit. And you only have 3, sometimes 4 cue points. So like, how can I do crazy shit with only these cue points? We have 8 here on the S9. So I was like, okay, I have to make edits for all these songs to have accessibility with only 3 or 4 cue points. So that's when the edit thing came up a lot. But yeah, there's still times where I haven't done a whole set with just USBs, but I want to.
So kind of following what you were saying, I got a friend of mine, shout out to my boy Denko. That was kind of his thing. He was like, yo, I'm going to play on thumb drive, no laptop. And so I tried to follow suit. And I realized that my creativity wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Because, you know, obviously I've been playing on my laptop since day one, but, you know, I got my built-in loops and all this other stuff. And so I said, you know what, I can't be you. You do you with the thumb drive thing, but I'm going to stay with my laptop. And then I incorporated my XP1 into it. Now I'm just like, I'll play on anything. I'm, you know, and I feel like I'm a party rocker and I'm dope, whatever. But there's somebody listening to this right now saying, wait, the Nexus 2s has 8 cue points. So let me point that out that we are aware of that. Somebody, like on the YouTube, somebody's gonna leave.
I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, you didn't know?
Nexus 2?
The Nexus 2s have 8 cue points now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like it's 4 panel. It's 4,
and it's like
then
2 pages.
Yeah, and then click the link for the second page, so you get 8. Yeah, but
I have the ones, so they only have 3 cue points.
So you got the older ones,
and
yeah.
only one of them works. So I have to get the other one fixed actually. But
Yeah.
that's why I haven't been on them. But like, I had a good like 2-month phase where I was just on. Like my rider was like CDJs for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. The hard part about switching the banks is remembering to switch the banks.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
so
That becomes a lot.
yeah. But dude, I spent last year like 3 months cleaning up my entire library, marking every cue point for everything, like, and all my shit's labeled. It's like perfect. So I'm like, there's no way I did all that work to switch to a thumb drive.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
How organized are you with your music?
Dude, I'm so OCD, it's ridiculous.
Bro, I'm trying to do that, dude. I'll be going in tough for like 1-2 days, and I'll just get it's so boring.
But the thing about it is, once I'm set, hold on, let me minimize all this.
Like that's my ultimate goal. Cause like when I prepare, I play a different show every week or every night, and it becomes a lot preparation wise, because I don't have well organized crates.
And I can tell, and those that listen to me play can tell when I have something that's already organized. Like, okay, so for instance, I'm leaving here and I'm going to LA and I'm playing on the radio out there. That's what I'm playing. So what I've done, I don't have clean music. And then just like with Serato, you can set everything up. So I've got my cue points where I'm starting the next track. I made a dummy proof. So like that's an 8-bar out, 4-bar out. So it'll always be orange and like red. And then I'll take it a step further and I'll zoom in and my cues, my grids are right on. You know, so like people are like, they're giving shit to guys that are using the like the sync button and shit. Bro, yeah, I'll hit the sync button, but if your grids are fucked up, it doesn't matter, you know? So there's that, boom, right on. 8-bar out, 4-bar out. That shouldn't be there. And actually, this one shouldn't be there. But and then if there's something, let me go to my real sets. Gotta find the song. But like if there's some random, that's the echo out. I mean, I want to use that transition out or whatever, you know. But I label everything, you know, that needs to be labeled. And if I don't have a label or anything on it, then I just know it's just a normal in and out track, you know. Or like with Rekordbox, so here's acapella, and they give us these things where you can tag it and color it. Mm-hmm. So if I'm at like 128 and I don't necessarily have a transition track to go down, well, I'll find something that's a just drop track and then boom, slam it in. You know, and that's kind of becoming a popular thing nowadays anyway. And then on my tags, you know, put if it's acapella in, out. I organize my stuff. Dude, I've got my artwork. And then on Rekordbox, they give you like a preview. So if you're doing EDM, you can look at the preview and say, okay, well, this is where the drop is. Slide this in. Or like on this track here, this one, one more. If I don't want to play all this, I just jump to that cue point, make it a short edit. Instead of actually, you know, I didn't feel like going in and making a short edit, you know, so I just created it with my my cue points. So when it comes to this, and then what I do is when I get the whole collection, I lock everything. So I know if it's locked that I've already done it, you know, can't be messed with again. My cue points, everything is set. All my keys, BPMs, but this shit took, 3 months. But it was worth it in the long run because, again, at the end of the day, you know, that preparation gives me more time to now think creatively.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm trying to get at, bro. Because it's going to take me months too. But then it's like, I'll be cool like on a Monday.
Oh, but let me show you this though too.
So when you download music, do you automatically put it in its proper crates?
No, because I let it sit in iTunes till I can get to it. So like right now, I probably got about 60 tracks in iTunes that I haven't gotten around to. Shift. Okay, so in my collection right now. Oh wait, that ain't right. Hold on. One of the biggest things that I did. Get all the way to the bottom here. Shift. Is so I've got 1,238 tracks.
Okay.
So I deleted 1,000 songs. I'm not playing 2,200 songs. They're just in the way, you know.
You only have 1,000 songs in your library?
That's it. 1,200.
Holy shit.
You know, my thing was if it's not a banger, I'm not keeping it. If I won't play this song, I deleted Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince of Summertime. Oh, wow. Will I play it during the summertime? It's a quick download, fix, throw it in.
Oh, wow.
You know, if it's not a banger, whether I'm opening, closing, so it doesn't matter. To me, you're getting bangers from the moment I press play.
Okay.
So whether I'm opening DJ, closing
so you'd
DJ,
rather re-download it than just keep it?
Yeah, because then again, I can always get rid of it. But it's just collecting space. And then I got to scroll through all that. And then that's more to think through. And then
are you not a big crate guy then?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
So 1,000 songs.
What I do is Rekordbox has these things, they call them intelligent playlists. So I can create one. I think y'all call it smart crates in Serato or whatever. So here, I do a monthly, and obviously I'm a few months behind, but I have a setup to where everything that I downloaded in February went right into that folder. So I know all the new music for February is there, January, so forth and so on. But what's really cool when you're trying to put together a set, so I'll just load whatever this track is. So this is my master track. Then come over here, and these are the related tracks. So based on the settings that I have, it's going to give me songs that are in the BPM and key. So I'm like, okay, well, normally I play this song after that.
Yeah.
That's my routine for who knows how long. Well, now, let me try what this sounds like with this, and whatever. And it allows me that freedom when I'm DJing to not always have to go to this, but let me see what this sounds like. And I got time in the headphones, so it allows, being that organized though allows me that time to be more creative. So, and sometimes you take that curveball to the left, or you drop that track and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna work, and then you say, maybe not. Let me go with something else. And then you always have your go-to.
Yeah.
If nothing in there sounds good, but just something kind of cool. I mean, I love Rekordbox. So, but yeah, being organized is huge, man. Even if I go into a venue where I'm winging it, if I played that room before, let's go to the history of what I played before. And when in doubt, if I'm opening, I've got this Collar Park set that always does a trick. With all his remixes, like I got it all lined up perfect. Like if I get there and I'm like, I don't know what to play, boom, let me start with this and see what happens. And then I can, because he's got so many of different genres, I can just drop something in and see what the crowd's feeling. And then if they latch on to this, all right, cool. The Beckys are into this one. Bet. Let me keep playing to this. So, okay. We just went on a whole little tangent there. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Where can the people find you?
Usually my Instagram. That's kind of the only thing I check.
Okay.
So hit me up on Instagram. Miles Medina. I do answer all my DMs, most of them.
Nice, because I think that is how I found you as well.
Yeah.
And
I have a SoundCloud too, but it's not super updated. I think I put a mix on there like 2-3 months ago. But
okay.
Yeah, SoundCloud, also Miles Medina.
All right. And if somebody wants to book you, how do they get a hold of you?
You could DM me and I will email you. Usually I'll ask for your email. But my email is pretty easy. It's just miles@milesmedina.com. Or if you're just really trying to book me, I have a booking at milesmedina.com too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. All right. You want to leave us with any words of inspiration?
Do you?
Man, you know what? On my videos, man, I always say, man, just keep living your best life.
Yeah.
That's real all you can do.
That's real, bro. Like every day is like a new experience. I would like people to experience their lives more other than just like passing time. It's so easy to just pass time and just do what you think you're supposed to do.
Right.
But I feel like if you spend time on trying to figure out what you really want to do other than what you think you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I think it'll make the best of their time here. Like we only have so much time here, I think about that shit a lot. Like it's hella weird.
Yeah.
I think about dying all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Just like I'm not scared of dying at all, but like I know it's gonna happen, so I just want to make sure my time here is not wasted.
As people are like, where's the words of inspiration?
I think this is pretty inspiring.
No, I think I read a quote somewhere where, we all live, but how many of us are actually living?
Yeah.
And I'm definitely out here trying to live it, do what I can. So, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Y'all make some noise for Miles Medina.
Yeah.